What up, boy, and welcome to Spoon's News, where the news is stupid and the show is even stupider. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Oh hey, you caught me reading my book on how to be a big stupid loser. Chapter 1, Smoke Cigarettes. Listen, we're all adults here. Literally, we are all adults here. 0% of my audience is under the age of 17. If you're a little baby and you're watching my videos, where are your parents? Some of us use nicotine to relax, focus, or unwind after a long day, so why not switch to something more responsible and not something that smells like a polluted dog fart? Lucy is a modern oral nicotine company that makes lozenges, pouches, and nicotine gum for adults who want to consume nicotine the most responsible way. I have a close friend who switched from chewing tobacco to nicotine pouches a while ago, and he uses them throughout the day to focus and relax, and he said these Cinnamon Lucy pouches were the best ones he had ever tasted. This man knows his pouches, and he said these were the best. I'm not lying. This is dead serious. If you're an adult who enjoys using nicotine, head on over and check out Lucy's products at lucy.co. That's lucy.co and use code SPOONS for a discount. Look at that. Also, I have to read this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Listen, if you're an adult and you use this type of product or you want to switch from cigarettes to a better alternative, then head on over to lucy.co and use my code SPOONS at checkout. It would really help me out. And no babies, all right? Stop. Why you watch my videos anyways, huh? All right, back to my video. Thank you, Lucy, for sponsoring this episode.
Our top story of the day, Tucker Carlson fucks M&Ms. In a recent broadcast from Fox News, Tucker Carlson, four-time winner of the coveted Most Punchable Face Award, expressed his disdain towards M&M and their decision of making the brown M&M less attractive. Poor guy can't even imagine himself getting a drink with her anymore.
That the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also less sexy. That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won.
Land of the free, home of the brave. Are we really free if I can't fantasize about an M&M bukkake? Where are my rights? As Americans, we need to double down and start making every corporate mascot a fucking baddie. Who wouldn't want a sensual afternoon in a jacuzzi with the Kool-Aid Man? Or a fluffy rump in the sack with the Pillsbury Doughboy? We need to band together as patriots and make America horny again. You'll have to excuse me, I'm getting some breaking news here. It appears Tucker Carlson has been arrested. Tucker Carlson has been cuffed and apprehended at an M&M live performance in the Philippines. Officials are saying Tucker was found curled up in a ball in the back corner of the venue, feverishly masturbating with chocolate sauce all over his face. The makeshift sex toy Tucker was using has been confiscated as evidence, and he is facing a triple life sentence for being a fucking weirdo. Here at Spoon's News, we pride ourselves in our state-of-the-art technology and enormously high budget. Every one of your dollars goes straight into our state-of-the-art space program run by a purple alien with a fat ass. Joining me now is Zemo, the space captain of our lasagna rocket ship. Zemo, you and your team have made some tremendous space strides in the last few months.
Thanks, Spoons. So there I am on this dwarf planet. I'm talking to this like half cyborg kind of guy, and I'm trying not to get distracted by the slippers that he's wearing. But I mean, it's really hard, you know. And also he had like a bit of an accent, but none of that really matters. He's talking about some dude who's like gonna mess something up in the past because he's from the future, right? And he's
Zemo, I've got to be honest with you. What you're saying right now makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. So I'm telling you, and I'm over there, and the whole planet is gonna blow anytime, right? But like this guy doesn't even know it. He just keeps on talking and talking, right? And we're just going.
An Alabama man who's been accused of keeping a meth-fed attack squirrel is facing additional charges. Mickey Polk was arrested on December 23, 2021, and faced charges of trafficking methamphetamine and other various drug and weapon-related charges. But who actually cares about any of that? During the raid of Polk's home, police discovered a caged squirrel that they believe was fed methamphetamine and trained to attack people on sight. I'm just going to double check my notes here. No, this is not a Florida man story, believe it or not. But if it's going to happen anywhere else, it's going to be Alabama. Mickey Polk, the owner of the trained attack squirrel, took to Facebook Live to refute these claims with the most poorly lit, poorly shot, lowest quality video you will probably ever see.
And they said there was a trained attack squirrel in the residence that was on meth. You can't give squirrels meth. It would kill them. I'm pretty sure. I've never tried it, but...
Well, that certainly sounds like something you'd say if you had tried it.
Well, see, he's just a baby. He's only 10 and a half months old. He is an asshole. He's a mean motherfucker, no doubt. But he's not a trained attack squirrel. And he's not on meth, I'm pretty sure. I better not find out he's on meth anyway.
Well, at least he's pretty sure he never gave the squirrel drugs. Whether or not he spoon-fed this little critter drugs is up for debate. But their bond between one another is not. The cute filter says it all. Maybe it's the drugs, or maybe it's love. It's the drugs. Step aside, Alabama man. There's a new challenger approaching, and he says, "Hold my beer." A drunken Florida man was arrested outside an Olive Garden yelling profanities while shoveling spaghetti into his mouth. The Florida man was caught wasted at 3:30 p.m. on a Saturday, sitting on a bench outside the authentic Italian restaurant chain while shoveling spaghetti into his face with his bare hands. Officials are saying they don't know the motivation behind the Florida man's rage. Was the sauce a little too thin? Was the soup a little bit too runny? Does this look like a man who would care about any of that? He was placed in the back of a patrol car where he began to kick his legs and bash his head against the metal cage. Those breadsticks really are that good. God damn it, this news is making me thirsty. And that is my smooth transition into our newest segment here over at Spoon's News, Best Beer. Today's best beer is Time to Pretend, a double New England style IPA from One Tree Brew with an alcohol rating of 8.3%. An original favorite, Time to Pretend is better than Grandma's fresh baked peach pie. Super duper hazy and candy-like with bountiful notes of juicy peach, exquisite apricot, and tropical papaya. We'd tell you to pretend to drift off to your happy place, but this is reality, friends. Let's take our tongues on a flavor adventure and see what cool flavors we can taste. I'm getting notes of pine tree. In other news, Jimmy Fallon owns an NFT and nobody gives a shit. Jimmy Fallon and Paris Hilton were comparing each other's very expensive, poorly drawn apes on his most recent episode of The Tonight Show. Jimmy showed off his stupid JPEG to his audience and they could not contain themselves when they saw the work of art.
You taught me what's up and then I bought an ape.
I got an ape too because I saw you on the show with Beeple and you said you got a MoonPay, so I went and I copied you and did the same thing.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
This is your
mine.
ape.
Yeah,
We debuted.
it's really cool. Like the hat.
After the production team told them to clap.
It's really cool. Like the hat, the shades.
And what? How did you pick?
Once the audience settled down from extreme excitement, Jimmy Fallon went on to explain why he's so invested in this NFT and why he chose to purchase this stupidly expensive picture.
It reminded me of me a little bit because I wear striped shirts. I've worn these heart sunglasses because my daughters, just as a joke, they have them, and as a joke, I put them on. So I've done this. And I love yacht rock and being breezy. So I'm like, yeah.
He has no idea why he purchased that thing. Sources say Jimmy's manager came to him with an iPad while he was chilling by his pool and told him to, quote, choose whichever one was his vibe. The rich getting richer by scamming the poor. You love to see it. Donald Trump hit the links the other day looking like an over-toasted marshmallow in black dress pants. A recent Instagram video from the yeshiva world shows Donald Trump teeing off while calling himself the 47th President of the United States.
We got it. First on T, 45th President of the United States.
45th and 47th.
47th. Yes.
I love that.
Mr. Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump National.
Joe Biden may look like he can turn into a pile of human dust if he tripped and fell, but that was the most atrocious backswing I have ever seen. Political pundits are speculating whether these comments are confirmation of him running again, or just one of the many small ego boosts he gives himself throughout the day. The likely answer is that he truly believes declaring he is president while hobbling around on the back nine will in fact make him the 47th President of the United States. One user took to Twitter and wrote, "How could someone actually be this stupid? That's a fantastic question. Very impressive and thoughtful, I might add. Have we already forgotten that this is the same president who actually suggested we should nuke a hurricane?"
We have to move on to what the president said about how to stop hurricanes as a potential hurricane is approaching Puerto Rico as we speak. So it is your reporting that the president suggested nuking them, dropping a nuclear bomb inside a hurricane.
Well, that is just about the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And a very fitting end for the very first episode of Spoon's News. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Peace.
Thank you.